Grade 9 Revision Presentation. Welcome to this enrichment session. In this presentation, we'll review key concepts to help you prepare more confidently. Note, this presentation is a helpful supplement, but it does not replace the textbook. Be sure to study from your book as well. Let's look at 3 examples of common language functions in conversation. First example, refusing an invitation politely. A. Would you like to try Mexican food? B. Sorry, I'd rather not. In this dialogue, the person says, sorry, and then refuses politely. The best choice is, I'd rather not. It means, no, thank you, said in a nice way. This is how we refuse an invitation politely. Second example, encouraging someone. A. I've never gone windsurfing before. B. You'd better give it a try. It's very easy. It's really exciting. The person says they've never tried something. The best reply is, you'd better give it a try. This is a way to encourage someone, to tell them, try it. It's good. It's friendly and helpful. Third example, giving advice, telling someone to decide. A. I'm not certain if I should get this laptop. B. You should make up your mind. The person is unsure. They don't know what to do. The best advice is, you should make up your mind. That means, it's time to decide. This is how we give advice when someone is not sure. A. What about going on a trip next week? The best answer is C. Count me in. This simply means, yes, I want to join. It's a quick way to accept an invitation. Next, A. This boy has been crying for a long time. The best response is D. He drives me up the wall. This is an idiom meaning, he annoys me very much, or, he makes me crazy. Finally, A. Did you like the TV show? The correct answer is D. Overall, it was okay. Overall means, considering everything. So, this means generally, it was acceptable, not great but not bad. Alright, let's learn how to answer questions when you are reading. When you see a main idea question, you need to find the most important point. What is the writer trying to tell you? Look at the first and last sentences of a paragraph. What is the text mostly about? For word meaning questions, don't worry if you don't know a word. Read the sentences around it. The words next to it will help you understand what the difficult word means. Use the context to guess. And for other questions like who, what, when, where, why, or how, you need to find specific information. Look for words from the question in the text. Read the sentences with those words carefully. For why, you need to find a reason. For how, you need to find a way or a process. Always read the questions first, then look for the answers in the text. It will help you find them faster. Let's look at these reading questions from the text about the Qatar National Museum. First, what is the main purpose of the article? The correct answer is A. To give information about Qatar National Museum. This is a main idea question, asking what the whole article is generally about. The text mainly aims to inform you. Next, in paragraph 1, when was the current building of Qatar National Museum opened? The answer is C, the 28th of March 2019. This is a specific detail question, asking for a date you can find directly in the first paragraph. Finally, in paragraph 3, what is the closest meaning of the underlined word heritage? The best answer is D, tradition. Heritage refers to things like culture, history, and traditions that are passed down from the past. Let's continue with more questions about the Qatar National Museum. First, in paragraph 3, what are the objects included in the museum? Mention TWO objects. The answers are Qatari jewelry and traditional clothes. These are specific things you can find inside the museum, mentioned in paragraph 3. Next, in paragraph 4, how is Qatar National Museum connected to the shore? Mention the TWO ways. The ways are by a pedestrian bridge and underground tunnels. This describes how the museum is linked to the sea, as explained in paragraph 4. Finally, in paragraph 5, what is the vision of Qatar National Museum? Mention TWO. The vision is to share Qatar's history and to show its heritage to the world. These are the main goals or aims of the museum, as stated in paragraph 5. Okay, let's practice some vocabulary. Let's look at this multiple choice question. Unlike me, my brother is fond, playing online games. You need to choose the best word to complete the sentence. The correct answer is A, of. We always use the preposition of after the adjective fond. So, the correct phrase is fond of. It means you like something very much, you enjoy doing something a lot. In this sentence, it means my brother really likes playing online games. Let's look at this multiple choice question. My father has always advised me to old-aged people. You need to choose the best verb to complete the sentence. The options are A, belong, B, respect, C, arrange, and D, broadcast. The correct answer here is B, respect. To respect old-aged people means to show them politeness, care, and admiration because of their age and experience. It's a very important value. Let's quickly see why the other options don't fit. Belong means to be part of a group. Arrange means to put things in order or to plan something. This doesn't make sense with people. Broadcast means to send out a signal, like a TV or radio show. So, the best and most logical word to complete the sentence is respect. For the sentence, the boy suddenly, loudly, help. Help. Somebody, please. The correct answer is B, shouted. When someone speaks very loudly, especially when calling for help, we use the verb shouted. For the sentence, this area offers evergreen forests view. The correct answer is D, spectacular. Spectacular means very beautiful, impressive, or amazing. It's the best word to describe a wonderful view. Let's look at this question. Fish and chips is the most popular in Britain. You need to choose the best word to complete the sentence. The options are A, dish, B, lunch, C, snack, and D, dinner. The correct answer is A, dish. Here's why. A dish refers to a specific type of food that is prepared, cooked, and served as part of a meal. Fish and chips is a very famous example of a prepared meal from Britain. Let's consider the other options. Lunch, snack, and dinner are all types of meals or eating times during the day. While you might eat fish and chips for lunch or dinner, the word dish describes what fish and chips is, which is a type of food or meal. It's the general category that fits best here, defining the item itself, not when it's eaten. So, dish is the most fitting word to describe fish and chips as a popular food item. Let's look at this question. Salman felt so, when he passed his exams. The correct answer is B, happy. When someone passes their exams, it's a successful and positive event. Feeling happy is the natural and logical emotion for this situation. The other options, afraid, lonely, and stressed, describe negative feelings, which usually don't happen after passing an exam. So, happy is the best word to describe Salman's feeling. Let's look at our next question. She would, shortly to pick up her boarding pass for her flight. The correct answer is C, drop by. To drop by means to visit a place quickly or informally, often for a short time. This fits perfectly with the idea of going to pick up a boarding pass before a flight. Cheer on means to support someone. Give up means to stop trying. Take off refers to a plane leaving the ground, or clothes being removed. So, drop by is the best phrasal verb to describe a short visit for this purpose. Let's look at this sentence. The trousers are, you shouldn't wear them again. The correct answer is D, worn out. Worn out means that something, especially clothes, is too old, damaged, or used too much to be good or useful anymore. The phrase, you shouldn't wear them again, clearly tells us the trousers are no longer in good condition. Built up describes an area with many buildings. Broken out is a phrasal verb meaning to escape or start suddenly. Hard up means having very little money. So, worn out is the best word to describe trousers that are no longer suitable to wear. Let's look at this question about prepositions. My car is similar, yours. The correct answer is A, to. The phrase, similar to, is a fixed expression in English. We always use to after similar to show that two things are alike or have common qualities. The other prepositions of, with, about are not used with similar in this way. So, similar to is the correct and natural way to complete the sentence. Let's look at this question about describing a person. A, person is someone whose attitude changes quickly. The correct answer is A, moody. A moody person is someone whose feelings or attitude can change suddenly and often, from happy to sad, or friendly to angry, for example. Cheerful means happy. Annoyed means slightly angry or irritated. Confident means feeling sure about yourself. These other words describe a specific mood, not someone whose mood changes quickly. So, moody is the best fit. Let's look at this question. Which color are you going to space, the shirt. The correct answer is B, dye. Dye, spelled D-Y-E, means to change the color of something, like clothes or hair. This fits perfectly with which color and the shirt. Die, spelled D-I-E, means to stop living. Cash is money. Apply means to put something on or to request something. So, dye is the correct word here for changing the shirt's color. Let's look at this banking question. She has 2 accounts in the bank, space, and current. The correct answer is C, savings. In banking, the 2 most common types of accounts are a savings account, where you keep money to save, and a current account, which you use for daily transactions. These 2 words often go together. Withdrawal is an action, taking money out. Exchanging is a process, like changing money. Debit is a type of card or transaction. So, savings is the correct word that completes the pair with current account. Let's look at this sentence. She is good at space. She can remember every word you said. The correct answer is D, memorizing. To memorize means to learn something so you can remember it perfectly. The second part of the sentence, she can remember every word you said, directly supports this. Cooking, speaking, and stopping are different skills and do not relate to remembering information. So, memorizing is the best word to describe this ability. Let's look at this question. We will, space, your birthday with cake and balloons. The correct answer is A, celebrate. To celebrate means to do something special and enjoyable for an important event or day, like a birthday. Using cake and balloons perfectly fits the idea of a celebration. Ignore means to pay no attention. Scare means to make someone feel afraid. Risk means to do something that might have a bad result. These other words do not fit the positive context of a birthday with cake and balloons. So, celebrate is the best choice. Let's work on another set of fill-in-the-gap questions. Food delivery from this restaurant is free of space. The best word here is charge. The phrase free of charge means you don't have to pay any money for the service. They sent us a space for the work they have done. The correct word is bill. A bill is a paper or document that tells you how much money you owe for something you bought or a service you received. Students must follow the safety space to stay safe at school. The word that fits here is rules. Rules are instructions that explain what people are allowed or not allowed to do, and they are very important for safety, especially in a school. Now, let's practice filling in the gaps using the correct words from the box. He gave a space of $55 million to Qatar charity. The best word to complete this sentence is donation. A donation is money or goods given to a charity or organization to help. Don't drive your car at a high speed. It is too space. The correct word here is risky. If something is risky, it means it is dangerous or has a high chance of a bad outcome. Driving fast can be dangerous. A ruler is 15 space long. The word that fits here is inches. Inches, a unit of measurement for length, commonly used with rulers. How much does a space of petrol cost? The correct word is gallon. A gallon is a unit used to measure liquids like petrol or water. Now, let's turn to grammar practice section. Let's look at some grammar points. First, you needn't space a map for the trip. Father has already had one. The correct answer is A, take. After modal verbs like needn't, or can, must, should, we always use the base form of the verb, which means the verb without to. So, take is correct. Next question, I'm space young to get married. I don't even have a job. The correct answer is B, to. We use to before an adjective, like young, when we mean that something is more than is necessary or good. It often suggests a negative result, like too young to get married, especially when followed by to and an infinitive. Let's look at this conditional sentence, if I were you, I, space, a doctor. The correct answer is would see. This is an example of the second conditional, which we use for hypothetical situations or to give advice. The structure is if plus past simple, like, if I were you, followed by would, and the base form of the verb, like, would see. Next, Mohammed, space, he was going to Qatar National Library last night. The correct answer is said. When we report what someone said and we don't mention who they spoke to, we use said. We use told if we mention the person, for example, Mohammed told me. Here, there's no me or us, so said is correct. Finally, students finished space homework in time. The correct answer is doing. The verb finish is always followed by a gerund, which is the ing form of the verb. So, after finished, you should use doing. Let's look at this sentence. Ali might, space, late tonight. The weather is terrible. The correct answer is come. After modal verbs like might, we always use the base form of the main verb, which is the verb without to or any endings like s or ing. Next, Khalid hates being laughed at. He, space. The correct answer is said. When you are simply reporting a statement, the most common and general verb to use is said. Asked is for questions, and begged means asking strongly for something, which doesn't fit a simple statement about hating something. Let's continue with more grammar points. First, I wish I, space, to go to work today. The correct answer is didn't. When we use I wish to express a desire about a present or future situation that is different from reality, we use the past simple tense after wish. So, didn't have to is correct here. Next, I wish I, space, hard for the exam last week. The correct answer is had studied. For regrets about something that happened in the past, we use I wish, followed by the past perfect tense, had, plus past participle. The phrase, last week, tells us it's a past event. Finally, I look forward, to a new neighborhood. The correct answer is to moving. The phrase look forward to is special. The to here is a preposition, not part of an infinitive. So, after look forward to, we must use a gerund, which is the ing form of the verb. Let's look at correcting verbs and rewriting sentences. First, if I had money, I, buy a house. You need to correct the verb. The correct answer is would buy. This is a second conditional sentence, used for imaginary situations. The structure is if plus the simple past tense, followed by would, and the base form of the verb. Next, English, speak in the USA. We need to correct the verb here. The correct answer is spoken. This sentence is in the passive voice. English is not doing the action, it is receiving the action. In the present simple passive, we use is or are plus the past participle of the verb. Finally, let's rewrite this sentence using must. It's necessary to finish homework successfully. The correct way to rewrite it is, you must finish your homework successfully. Must is a modal verb that we use to express necessity or strong obligation. It's necessary to do something means you must do something. Let's continue with more grammar points. First, my father enjoys healthy food. We need to correct the verb. The correct answer is eating. The verb enjoy is always followed by a gerund, which is the ing form of the verb. So, enjoys eating is correct. Voiceover. Next, Mohammed likes shopping, my brother told me. Let's change this into reported speech. The correct reported speech sentence is, my brother told me that Mohammed liked shopping. When you change a direct speech sentence with a present simple verb into reported speech, and the reporting verb, like, told, is in the past, the present simple verb changes to the past simple. So, likes becomes liked. Voiceover. Now, I'm thinking of challenge Ali to a video game. Let's correct the verb. The correct answer is challenging. When you use the phrase thinking of, the word of is a preposition. After prepositions, we always use the gerund, which is the ing form of the verb. Voiceover. Finally, let's rewrite this sentence using such. This is a wonderful flower. The correct way to rewrite it is such a wonderful flower. We use such before a, or, and plus an adjective and a singular noun to emphasize how wonderful or amazing something is. Alright, let's look at a writing task. Here, you need to write an email to a friend. The instructions tell you to make it 10 to 15 sentences long. Share your latest news, which means recent important things that have happened in your life. Also, say how you feel about this news or about other things. The helping ideas show you the main parts your email should have. First, explain why you are writing, maybe to say hello and share updates. Then, give your news, tell your friend what's new in your life. Next, describe how you feel about it. Are you happy, sad, excited, or worried? And finally, remember to close your email politely. Now, let's talk about some general writing rules that are important for any good piece of writing, including your email. First, punctuation. Remember to use a full stop, dot, at the end of every complete sentence. Use a comma symbol to separate items in a list or to make a small pause in a sentence. Don't forget question marks for questions and exclamation marks for strong feelings. Correct punctuation makes your writing clear and easy to understand. Next, capitalization. Always start a new sentence with a capital letter. Use capital letters for proper nouns. These are specific names of people, places, days of the week, and months. For example, Ali, Qatar, Sunday, June. And always capitalize the pronoun I. Finally, paragraphing. A paragraph is a group of sentences that all talk about one main idea. When you start talking about a new idea or a new topic, begin a new paragraph. Using paragraphs makes your writing look neat and helps the reader follow your ideas easily. Remember these tips to make your email clear and effective. Alright, let's look at another writing task. Here, you need to write a review for a video game you played. The instructions tell you to make it 10 to 15 complete sentences long. Organize your ideas into 2 or 3 connected paragraphs. You are writing a review, so you should give your opinion about the game. The helping phrases show you what important points to include. First, mention the name of the game, its type, e.g., action, puzzle, sports, and its release date. Next, explain the way we play the game. How do you control it? What are the main goals? Then, give your opinion about the game. What did you like? What didn't you like? Was it fun, challenging, or boring? And finally, give a recommendation. Would you tell other people to play it? Why or why not? Now, let's quickly review the general writing rules that are important for any good piece of writing, including your review. First, punctuation. Always use a full stop, dot, at the end of every complete sentence. Use a comma symbol for pauses or to separate items. Remember question marks for questions and exclamation marks for strong feelings. Correct punctuation makes your writing clear and easy to understand. Next, capitalization. Always start a new sentence with a capital letter. Use capital letters for proper nouns. These are specific names, like game titles, names of characters, people, and places. And always capitalize the pronoun I. Finally, paragraphing. A paragraph is a group of sentences that all talk about one main idea. When you start talking about a new idea or a new topic, begin a new paragraph. For example, your first paragraph might introduce the game, your second might talk about how to play, and your third might be your opinion and recommendation. Using paragraphs makes your writing look neat and helps the reader follow your ideas easily. Remember these tips to make your video game review clear and effective.
And that brings us to the end of our revision video. We've covered a lot today, from understanding different types of questions in reading, to practicing important vocabulary and grammar rules, and even reviewing how to approach writing tasks. Remember, practice is key to improving your English. Keep reviewing these questions, keep practicing your writing, and keep using new vocabulary and grammar points in your daily conversations. Thank you for watching, and good luck with your studies.